Peter, as a Hawker Typhoon pilot in the Second World War, tell us a bit about some of the targets that you were given.
Yes, mainly a lot of the operations I did were from Predannock, which is on Lizard Point in Cornwall. I was there for a good 6 months, and we did all sorts of different targets from there. Sometimes we would be sent out to do shipping recce, which meant just cruising around looking for shipping in the Brest Peninsula area. Then again, we were also sent out to target buzz bomber sites, of which there are quite a few along that coast, the north coast of France, and also radar stations. Towards the end of the time in Predannock, it was mostly radar stations because we were coming up towards D-Day time, and as we approached D-Day, we did more and more radar stations all the way from Calais right the way down to Brest, dispersing to all the different radar sites so that we didn't give a clue as to which ones were the most important for D-Day. The most important one on D-Day was the one on Cap d'Antifer, which covered the whole of the Normandy landing area from Cap d'Antifer. We attacked that twice on the day before D-Day, so it was non-operational on D-Day, and we also attacked it again every time they repaired it. Some of the shipping recos we did, we managed to find small ships, and occasionally we found larger ones, and suddenly the Germans must have realised what we were doing, because we went out one day and lo and behold we found a very good, attractive looking target of a large ship towing 3 barges. So we of course lined up to attack this, and as we attacked it we realised what they were doing. The 3 barges were all entirely flak barges, each one mounting 8 or 9 flak guns, so we had quite a hail of flak to attend with. Luckily none of us were hit, but it gave us a lesson on not attacking barges being towed in that area. Just after D-Day, July time, we actually landed in France at B7, and I did a couple of operations from there just before I went on rest, one of which was attacking the radar station at Cap d'Antifer. I was number 3 on that. The 4 of us were led by squadron leader, the name's gone for a moment, Felix Scarlett, who was the younger son of Lord Abinger. As we walked out to the aircraft from the briefing, Felix said to me, "Now Pete, I'd like to try something new. You take the other 2, go up high, come in on the normal 60-degree dive approach, and I will approach low level and try and get a shot at the radar aerial while they're concentrating on your dive. So I said fair enough and did as I was told. As I approached for a dive, the CO said, "Okay, dive now." I dived, and as I dived I saw him approach along the coast. Now, I was expecting all the guns to concentrate on us, but they didn't. Somehow or other they saw him first and concentrated on him, and as I dived I saw him catch fire and fly straight into the base of the radar aerial. I had about 2 seconds to make up my mind whether to fire my rockets, because I knew he couldn't possibly have survived that, or not. So I decided to fired my rockets and pulled away. But it wasn't until afterwards that I found out who Felix was. He never mentioned the fact that he was the Right Honourable Felix Scarlett. He just was Felix to us.
Thanks, Peter.